The Inca Empire built one of history's most advanced road systems, without using the wheel. Imagine a civilization stretching thousands of miles along the Andes, building cities and feeding millions, all without carts or wagons. Archaeologists have found wheeled toys, so the idea wasn't unknown. They simply didn't use wheels for transport. In the steep Andes, wheels were more trouble than help. So how did they move stones weighing over 100 tons? How did they build Machu Picchu, high in the clouds? The Inca mastered their environment using human power, simple tools, and a deep understanding of physics. Their technology was about working with nature, using gravity, leverage, and immense manpower. Instead of wagons, they relied on strong legs and llamas. Instead of cranes, they used ramps, ropes, and thousands of organized workers. Every project required careful planning and cooperation. Their empire is a testament to what people can achieve together, using knowledge passed down through generations. For the Inca, the wheel was a toy, not a tool. Mountains weren't obstacles, they were the foundation of an empire. This isn't just about old stones and roads, it's about a civilization that found its own path to greatness. They carved an empire out of the highest, toughest mountains on Earth. And they did it their way, leaving behind marvels and mysteries that still inspire us. Inca stonework is legendary, giant stones perfectly fitted without a drop of mortar. At places like Sacsayhuaman, you see walls where you can't even slide a piece of paper between the stones. This technique, called ashlar masonry, required immense patience and skill. Without iron or steel, the Inca used harder stones and bronze tools to shape boulders, sometimes taking months for a single stone. Moving these stones was another feat. No wheels, just ramps, ropes, and thousands of workers pulling in unison. Leaders coordinated the effort with signals and chants, the final magic fitting the stone. They'd trace the shape of the lower stone onto the new one, chip away, and repeat until it fit perfectly. This scribing and coping method created seamless joints that have survived centuries. The result? Walls that have stood for hundreds of years, even through earthquakes. Their stonework wasn't just about strength, it was about precision and vision. Every block was a testament to their dedication and long-term thinking. The Inca built for the ages using teamwork and ingenuity. Their walls are more than ruins. They're a masterclass in ancient engineering, and they still leave us in awe. The Inca's engineering genius shows in the smallest details, like the S-shaped clamp. In sacred sites like Coricancha and Ollantaytambo, you'll find T-shaped grooves carved into stones. These held bronze clamps, poured molten into the grooves to lock stones together for extra stability. The clamps absorbed shocks, especially during earthquakes, and were reserved for the most important buildings. Many clamps were pried out by the Spanish, but the empty grooves remain as clues to Inca innovation. The Inca combined stone mastery with metallurgy, using every tool and idea at their disposal. The S-shaped clamp is a small detail but a powerful symbol of their advanced thinking. It's a reminder that their engineering was both practical and sophisticated. Even today, these details reveal the depth of Inca ingenuity. The Andes are earthquake country, and the Inca built with that in mind. Their walls lean slightly inward, a feature called batter, making structures more stable. The base is wider than the top, creating a solid foundation that resists seismic forces. Stones are fitted without mortar, allowing them to move and dance during tremors, then settle back into place. Trapezoidal doorways and windows, wider at the bottom, add even more stability. This flexibility is why Inca walls have survived centuries of earthquakes while modern buildings have crumbled. The Inca understood that strength comes from flexibility, not rigidity. Their architecture is a blend of beauty and resilience. Every trapezoidal form is a lesson in seismic engineering. They built cities that could withstand the Earth's fury. Their legacy is not just in stone, but in the wisdom of building in harmony with nature. Walk through Cusco, and you see earthquake-proof design everywhere. The Inca were not just builders, they were masters of survival. Their cities are a living testament to their genius. The Inca Empire stretched over 2,500 miles, and its lifeline was the Kapaknan, the Great Inca Road. This network spanned more than 25,000 miles, connecting deserts, mountains, and jungles. The Inca adapted their roads to every environment: wide, walled paths in deserts, stone staircases and cliffside trails in the mountains. Built for runners and llamas, not wheels, the roads were paved with flat stones and lined with drainage channels. Along the way, tambos, rest stations, offered food and shelter. keeping the empire connected. The road system allowed armies, messengers, and goods to move quickly across impossible terrain. It was the glue that held the empire together, a symbol of Inca power and organization. The Capacnan connected Cusco to every corner of the empire, enabling rapid communication and control. Even today, parts of this ancient road are still used, a living link to the Inca world. The road was more than infrastructure, it was the backbone of an empire. It showed the Incas' ability to organize labor and conquer nature. Their roads remain one of the greatest engineering feats of the ancient world, and they still inspire awe. The Inca faced deep canyons and raging rivers, and built bridges out of grass. These suspension bridges, woven from tough ichu grass, were vital for crossing the Andes. Building a bridge was a community event. Villagers harvested grass, twisted it into cords and braided massive cables. The cables were anchored to stone abutments, and the bridge floor and sides were woven in place. Every year the community rebuilt the bridge, passing down knowledge through generations. The last Inca grass bridge, Huehuachaca, is still rebuilt annually near Cusco. This living tradition is a direct link to Inca engineering. The bridges were strong, flexible, and perfectly suited to their environment. They show how the Inca used local materials and teamwork to solve complex problems. These bridges are not just relics, they're a living legacy of ingenuity. The Inca turned grass into lifelines across the mountains. Their solutions were as elegant as they were effective. Feeding millions in the Andes was no small feat, so the Inca invented terrace farming. They carved mountains into green staircases, andines, creating flat, fertile plots on steep slopes. Each terrace had a stone retaining wall and layers of gravel, sand, and topsoil for drainage and fertility. The terraces created microclimates. Stone walls absorbed heat by day and released it at night, protecting crops from frost. Different levels allowed the Inca to experiment with crops at various altitudes. At Moray, circular terraces formed an agricultural laboratory for testing new plants. Sophisticated irrigation canals brought water to every terrace, ensuring efficient use of resources. The system prevented erosion and made farming possible in harsh terrain. Terrace farming was the foundation of Inca food security and sustainability. It turned mountains into fields of abundance. The terraces are a stunning example of working with nature, not against it. They fed an empire and still support communities today. The Inca's agricultural legacy endures in every green step. The Inca managed a vast empire without a written language. Instead, they used quipus. A quipu was a bundle of colored, knotted strings, each knot and color encoding information. Quipus recorded census data, taxes, harvests, and possibly even stories. The Quipucamayos, quipu keepers, were expert recorders and interpreters. Most quipus were destroyed by the Spanish, and their full meaning remains a mystery. To carry messages, the Inca relied on chasqui, relay runners stationed along the roads. Chasqui could deliver messages over 1,200 miles in about a week. This system kept the emperor informed and the empire running smoothly. The quipu and chasqui network was a marvel of communication and organization. It's a reminder that information can travel fast, even without paper or ink. The Inca Empire lasted barely a century, but its legacy is carved into the Andes. Their achievements challenge our ideas of what makes a civilization advanced. They built earthquake-proof cities, vast roads, and sustainable farms, without wheels, iron, or writing. Their success came from observation, patience, and community effort. The Inca story is a reminder that there's more than one path to greatness. Their world of grass bridges, knotted records, and mountain terraces shows the power of human creativity. The mysteries that remain only add to their fascination. The Inca were masters of their world, and their story continues to unfold. Their engineering marvels are lessons in resilience and harmony with nature. The secrets of the Inca are still out there, waiting to be discovered.